I want to give you a quick presentation here about the particular paths you can go by. So apparently you're interested in the industry if you're taking this course, and although degrees are important, certifications are very important too. And this is this is Cisco certifications. So Cisco creates, I'm just speaking to different level people. I understand some people this may be well known, some may not even have any idea what I'm talking about. But Cisco has basically different tracks you can go down, and it starts with the CCNT. So this would be the first exam you would take, is this CCNT. After that, you would then choose a route such as routing and switching, service provider, security, voice, wireless, or design. And then your next level would be you would take another exam to get associates, and then professional level is you would take even 3 to 5 exams in these areas to move up to the next level. And then the CCIE is a certified Cisco certified internet expert in that particular track, and you actually go to one of the Cisco facilities and take an 8-hour exam that's proctored, and it's very difficult. Okay, so the idea here is that you want to take a entry level exam and get started down a track, and that's if you're going to do Cisco. And there are other vendors, like there is Aruba and Rocus for wireless, and Juniper and HP. So Cisco is not the only game in town, although they're certainly the biggest and employers, because not only if you get the Cisco route and switch, not only does it certify that you're certified and authorized to configure the Cisco equipment, it also shows that you understand all the network and all the protocols, all that stuff in general. And that's what we're going to cover in this course. Is we're going to cover the protocols, all the things you need to know, and then we're also going to implement it on Cisco equipment. So you're going to get to see a lot of that in live action. Now there's also the CompTIA certifications. These are really basic entry level certifications. They're probably the first ones you would get. Generally people would go, depending on how you enter the industry, but generally people would start off with like A+, which is just basically tells you, CompTIA A+, which just basically tells you what a computer is, all the parts, how to build one, things of that nature. And then people might start to move to Microsoft or Linux certifications so that they get the idea of an endpoint, and then they might begin to learn the networks, the switches, and the routers, and then after that they might begin to learn how to put security on top of all of it, because security is implemented at all layers of the OSI model, from layer 2, layer 3. Layer 2, you're going to have port security on your switches, access lists on your switches. Layer 3, you're going to have access lists on your routers, and layer 4, you're going to have port security on your firewalls. So to get into the security area, you really need to have all the background there. But this kind of maps out, I'm not going to go through all these, but this kind of maps out all the particular career routes, and you can go to CompTIA's webpage and download this and just take a look at it. But basically what they're recommending is, in this purple line, for example, let's say you want to do cloud technologies, then you would start here with these purple CompTIA Fundamentals, CompTIA A+, then go to CompTIA Network Plus. Then you would want to pick up some CCNPs. These are Cisco's. There's some other vendors in here as well. And then CCIE, and then that service provider, routing and switching. So this just shows you various routes you can go for your career. This is just certainly just their recommendation of a guideline. Keep in mind, it's really whatever you're interested in, and I think it's good to get a expertise, but then it's also like, say your expertise is in voice, for example. You just really love setting up the phones, understanding all the phone configurations for the large company for the entire country or world, and but you also still want to know some security, some wireless things of that nature. So kind of think of it as like a pyramid. You want to expertise at one thing, but you still want to have a broad knowledge of other things underneath. Okay, I hope that gives you an idea of just what kind of certifications, what kind of routes, and in the old back in the old days, um, degrees weren't really necessary. So some of the old timers might tell you, yeah, just get the certifications. That's not true anymore. If you look, you'll see almost every job requires a degree and certification. So you're on the right track. Get them both. Okay, thanks.